Racing Dragon. Big shout out to Miss Candace. This is one of the coolest people I ever met on these routes. On any route, whether for myself or working for a company. Your cans. Here comes the garbage man. You don't sit this can just right. This caster in this hole, this caster right here, you won't be able to pick the can up. You have to turn the can at an angle, position the truck at a angle, and go at it. Shout out to Derek up in Canada. I appreciate the comments always, brother, and the advice. Once I build up a little more capital for cans, that is great advice that you gave me. Try to target one customer a week. That's how you build it, one can and one customer at a time. Over here, Sandy Springs. Certain parts of it you're not supposed to be in early, even on Saturdays. And that's a little further down on Roswell Road. On this end, the officers that I've run across, they don't bother me. And I've been hauling over here for going on 3 years now without any incident. Most times, if the officers are even sitting in this parking lot, I give them a nod, they give me a nod, I do what I do it quietly, and kick rocks. So we'll put this one back in place and head to the south side. Trucks of San Marcos, California. Been riding with me for a while. I appreciate it, little brother. Big shout out also to Wind and Wheels. I enjoy watching his videos. I'm in the planes too, not as much as him, but yeah, I like aviation, anything to do with aviation. I'm mainly into helicopters more so than planes, but with me it's mainly older planes, like military and whatnot, that really floats my boat. But yeah, big shout out to you, brother. Stay safe out there, showing us everything from the planes to just the life of a swing driver. What's up, little Jared? Hope you're doing well. options. So yeah, I'm not mad at them. You do what you got to do to keep your business and your name solid. Just happened to be on Facebook Marketplace this week. And well, not the marketplace, but there's a group I'm in where they sell garbage trucks on Facebook. And the guys over at WG, not only are they hauling garbage, but they're selling garbage trucks too now. They have a couple battles, and I'm not sure how many TEs they have, Mac TEs, but I saw an ad for one. Man, that thing is gorgeous. It's got the chrome wind deflectors like mine has, the chrome bumper, all aluminum wheels, and it's got an Easy Pack Hercules body. Gorgeous truck. $389,000. And all I could think, man, that just motivates me because, you know, a lot of success stories that I've read about from these mega companies like Edco and man, so many others, how a lot of those companies started with a pickup truck and grew into the monsters that they are now. So that just goes to show you guys and girls, you know, don't be afraid of humble beginnings. You know, if you're looking to start a restaurant, you know, just start selling plates. Before you know it, you'll have your food truck or location. People love to eat. That's something we can't go without is food. Especially good food. People will spend money for it. The trash business not going anywhere anytime soon. Being the cheapest. That's where a lot of business owners make the mistake, feeling that they have to underbid everybody, you know, and with cutthroat rates and whatnot. You're really shooting yourself in the foot. One thing I learned, you come out here, you find out what the average rates are in your area, and you be competitive with pricing. Not cheapest. I look at Chick-fil-A with that as an example. Chick-fil-A is probably one of the top fast food restaurants around. And they're not the cheapest. Then their hours aren't crazy. You know, they don't have crazy hours. Never know what to expect with these storages. Sometimes it may just be one bag in the can. Other times they'll be full up. Let's see if we got it, boys and girls. Almost, but not quite. It's a struggle. I can do it flawlessly sometimes, and then others is like, yeah, she don't want to cooperate. Thing I like about these storages, not any wet trash, it's all dry. A lot of times when they put stuff in the trash rooms, they may leave it for a minute to give people a chance to come and claim it. And if they don't, then they'll ask me to dispose of it. Good little bags. Look like they were probably a dancers or a makeup artist. A lot of them carry little bags like that. Don't ask me how I know, that's the old me. Another life that's no longer who I am. Travel a little down the road, about a mile. That's the goal too. I want to work this area on the south side, just build up a route out here. Tar Boulevard, 1941. It's long enough, man, you can make a complete route out of it. One side down and one side back. Long stretch of road. As I can. They actually run their own front loaders. Yep, I like to take it down as far as I can and bring it back towards the expressway. stops you have, but how many lifts. Now is a little different from the first one that I had, the original pump. It's still a live PTO system, but if you go over a certain amount of RPMs, the blade will stop. Well, all their functions will stop until the RPMs come down, and then they'll kick back in. Guess it keeps you from damaging or blowing the pump at too high engine speed. Next stop is at the light at the top of the hill there. this storage, there's a lot of houses right behind it. And they open, the gate opens at 6, but, you know, I know nobody's trying to hear all that noise on a Saturday morning. Now, it wasn't that loud, but still. So I try to be respectful of them. To get fuel next, and I hit my last stop. We'll close this week out for this day. If it goes back down to $2 or something a gallon, right? I get something for that rust. Eventually I'm gonna change these tailgate cylinders out. They didn't do that great a job on this side, but it's all good. I can get that. Nobody's perfect. this last stop, I'm gonna change out my wiper blades. That's gonna do it for today. About 200 miles per tank when it's full. So right now with what I'm doing, I fuel up every other weekend. Up here, along with Waste Pro. That's Associated Fuel. They're the long time crane carrier dealer. Oh, that's actually a Bridgeport. Okay, Bridgeport looks like a Ranger side loader, the big one. Nice. Might try to get by there next week and take a picture of it. I didn't realize Waste Pro was going to those. Battles that they have are McNeilus ZRs, I believe. So it's nice to see that Bridgeport. The side loader is supposed to be really good. So this is our last stop. To the yard, park it, and do my little maintenance on it, post-trip it, and go grab some breakfast. I say, and I don't boast or brag about this. Just use me as an example that it can be done. You know, I'm a living testament that it can be. Through ups and downs, as long as you hold on, you can make it. You know, keep that in mind. Remember to love each other as Christ loves us. I love you guys. Peace and blessings. Have a great weekend.